And good morning everyone, magandang umaga po. Very beautiful Friday to you guys. Kahapon, I thought it was already Friday, kaya nag-happy weekend na kagad ako. But at the end of the episode, bumawi naman ako, di ba? But anyways, yun. Today we're gonna be talking about what the term "the trend is your friend" really mean, right? This is one of the biggest lesson in day trading that we taught. And if you want to learn how to improve your day trading, you have to understand what this really mean in day trading. So we're gonna be upgrading your skills in day trading today. And before we do that, let me just share this to everyone. And then if you have any request, if any question, today's gonna be a short episode lang naman. This is a very short lesson, but nonetheless very important. If you see posts earlier na yesterday, may pinost ako on about day trading, yung sa seminar ni Miss Arbin, and there's this success story, development story of a trader who joined the webinar. And ayun, I felt like I really want to push for that, because that's what we really want to do, and that's what really want to do is improve you guys, especially in day trading, because day trading can be a very good career if your heart is into it. If you really want to learn it, and that's what we want to push, right? So I want you to join the webinar, but here's a little tip for you guys who really want to trade on your own, okay? Para at least man lang malaman nyo na isa sa mga content sa webinar. And then the webinar is for free, right? All you need to do is create an eToro account. That's it. You can join the webinar already, right? Today we're gonna be talking about, again, what does the "trend is your friend" line really mean, especially in day trading, okay? So ayan po. Good morning. I'll go to the comments really quick. Nestor Aquino, good morning. Sir Lloyd, good morning. Labugay, good morning. Meg, wait, si Meg. Kahapon, we talked about Meg. It was at the support, right? Si Meg was right here. Ano big, yan, si Mega World, ayun, umaakit na si Meg. Hindi pala si Meg yung pinag-usapan natin, yun si Mac pala. All stocks, where's that Mac? Yan, Mac was one of the big winners yesterday when it hit the support right there. And so we did discuss na subukan niyo yung support ni Mac to double bottom, and Mac did go up after that. Yesterday si PIP, sobrang lakas ng galaw, amazing for PIP. But anyways, yan yung kasing ano na yun para na ito sa mga patient na enough to go to the office of PIP and then get their stocks. Pero so I don't recommend PIP anymore. It's very napaka-hassle na yan para ma-liquidate nyo po yan. So food naman, right, amazing si food. Support, bounce, and then there it is. Good climb fight kay food. Let's check it out. CHP, we discussed CHP yesterday. You can test it out for the support, at least low risk siya, and there it is. One of the biggest winners yesterday is CHP. That's good. And I'll go to the comments really quick. Michael Ibaba, good morning. Happy Friday. Nestor Aquino, yes, Friday na talaga ngayon. Sir Pasuyo po kay B-Core. Let's check out B-Core. Sige, I'll just run through. Anyways, today's gonna be a short discussion. I'm just gonna give you a very important tip when it comes to day trading, which is the trend is your friend. What it really means, right? Andali lang si pakinggan, but it's really hard to do in trading. So I'm gonna give you a tip on day trading. Alright, so si B-Core, downtrend pa right? We're not seeing any reversal signals. What we are seeing is a wedge right here. But nonetheless, ano pa lang yan ano pa lang to na yung tawag dyan, pullback pa lang to on the downtrend. So we're gonna wait for B-Core to show us reverse signals. Remember, I recommended B-Core here at the support. One of the reason why I recommended B-Core here at the support was yung lesson natin kahapon about bottom picking. I believe B-Core has bottomed out. We have a support. We have a support right here, and then if you can see, the RSI is starting to go up already. That's the reason why I recommended B-Core here. Lesson natin kahapon about bottom picking. I hope you've watched that. So mga hindi nakapanood, we have this. Yung lesson natin kahapon about bottom picking. Let me just get the na gumugulo yung ano ko ah. So, lesson yesterday about bottom picking divergence. I have a video about RSI to explain more about this. But ito yung isa sa mga paborito kong bottom picking strategies. When prices are going sideways, ito yung exaggerated divergence. Ito sa baba, bullish sign. So, sideways ang support. Look at that right here. The blue one is the prices. Sideways ang support. And RSI support is going up. That's a bullish signal. That means the support is getting more momentum and much more better. So, here, we have a sideways support right here. And during that time period, RSI was going up already. And bumalik pa siya sa support and the RSI divergence continued. That's further confirmation of the support and much healthier support. And if you entered that support right there when we recommended it, it went as high as 125% for B-Core. So that's bottom picking for you, right? Hindi ko na example to kahapon but anyways, that's a very good lesson. Right now, B-Core is still on a downtrend. Do not go against the trend. Ito yun. Isa sa mga discuss natin ngayon. The trend is your friend. Right now, the stock is on a downtrend. Do not, wag nyo po munang sabayan ang downtrend niya. Right? If you go on a buy position for this one right here, you're going against the trend. The trend right now is on a downtrend for B-Core. So, it's not a good trade. Malaki ang chance na matatalo kayo. Unless B-Core gives us a reversal signals or at least gives us a sideways trend. Pag sideways trend, alam natin sa support tayo bumibili. So, saka tayo bumili kay B-Core. But right now, it's on a downtrend. Do not go against it. Right? So, that's for B-Core. This is from Michael Ibabaw. Regine Galang, good morning Sir Lloyd. Kung Hefatchoy po, nako baka may effect yung bagong virus sa international market. Thank you po, God bless. So far, wala naman. Tsaka it's not really, yes, there's the virus is there, pero nakakontrol naman nila. So it's not really a cause for panic. Samboy, good morning po. Sir, MBT nga po. Salamat. Right, MBT. Alright, I'll check this out. MBT. Metrobank. Alright, so Metrobank ngayon is showing us a bearish pattern right here. So it's showing us a descending triangle. Baka mag-collapse ito because it's a bearish pattern. Heavy po yung selling niya kaysa sa buying. Nakikita niyo po ito. Hindi na umaabot yung buying sa resistance niya. So it's already a bearish pattern right here. So mas malaki ang chances nito na bumagsak. So if ever ganito ang pattern, our confirmation, if it breaks this bearish pattern, how does it break that? If it breaks out from that resistance right there, that will be our confirmation. Huwag niyo pong bibilhin ito sa support pag descending triangle, okay? Kasi baka bumagsak ito sa support niya. So if it does break out, then that's where you enter MBT, okay? Nestor Aquino, lift and into profit na tayo. Thanks. Right, from Nestor Aquino, yes, international market. My portfolio is already going up because of lift and into it. I remember I recommended these the past few days for the international market and it's starting to go up already. May inaabangan ako. One of my recommendations si Chelsea, right? I mean, not Chelsea. Si City. Let me just open a new pro charts lang kasi hinanda ko kasi yung pro charts for the discussion for today. Si C, inaabangan ko po ang downtrend ni C, right? Remember I recommended si City for shorting, right? For the first time ever, I will be giving you shorting na what do you call this? Tawag nito, shorting na recommendation, right? So I recommended to short Chelsea here sa resistance niya. Nag-breakout siya ng konti, but that should be okay kasi hindi pa na-hit yung stop loss nyo if ever, okay? So now after that, bumagsak na talaga siya. Why did I recommend C for shorting? I will be, let me create a screenshot. City, right? So City, recommended it for shorting because number one, it gave us a pattern of head and shoulder during this point. This is where I recommended it for shorting, diba? Head and shoulder pattern, that's a negative sign. Now, it did do a breakout, but look at the breakout. Mas mataas na ang resistance, but RSI is going down. This would have been a very good sign na this is already good for bearish for shorting kasi bearish na yung signals na pinapakita niya. And then true enough, it now broke MA20. If ever short natin to, this would have been an earning already. I wasn't too aggressive on it, but if you look at the divergence cheat sheet also, reversal spotting, so kasi yung international market nasa taas na right? So ang inaantay ko ngayon is mga na for shorting positions na sila. Tesla sobrang taas na, so short na ko na yan in anytime soon. So eto si C nag all-time high and then it's showing us bearish signal. What bearish signal is it showing us? The regular divergence na kung saan, like this one right here, it's all regular divergence. It's a bearish signal na pataas yung resistance niya but RSI resistance is going down. This is what is happening to C right here. Let me just erase all my drawings. Palitan ko lang ng kulay para blue pen, right? So look at the resistance right there. Hindi klaro yung blue And okay, so resistance is right there, pataas, but RSI resistance is going down. So this is another bearish pattern. So if we just follow the bearish pattern, look at that. It's now breaking MA20. Nasa baba na siya sa MA20, meaning tapos yung trend niya and possible hindi na siya uptrend. Now it's starting to show us a downtrend na. So si C naman, inintay ko lang mag-continue yung bounce niya. And if it gives me another red and starts to go down, this is where I'm gonna be shorting C. Right? Magsha-short po ako ni City here. Okay? Hopefully C goes back down and then we are gonna be earning while C is going down. Hopefully, napag-aralan nyo na po itong pattern nito. Very useful po, especially if you're now trading in the international market because sobrang mahal na ng mga stocks and ang kagandahan sa international market kasi if ever mahal na yung stocks, you still have opportunity to earn from it going down. Ang problema sa PSE is pataas lang tayo kumikita Pag bumabagsak ang stock, talo lahat, right? So, at least sa international market may shorting. So that's a little shorting discussion sa international market. Kaya po if napapansin niyo po yung portfolio ko dalawa lang ang laman kasi ang hirap na maghanap na nasa baba ngayon sa international market. Ang inabangan ko na naman ngayon is mga shorting positions. So gusto kong bumaba ang mga positions. Right? Lift and into, profit na tayo for lift and into it. I know Nestor Aquino is using so much leverage. Ginagamit niya po yung I hope you do this also, but I hope you understand this also. Nestor Aquino's use is backing up technical analysis with my recommendation. So, ang ganda na system, di ba? Ganda na ng trading system. Now, he uses leverage. So, if maganda system mo, gagamitin mo yung leverage, it will multiply your buying power and trading power so much. Right? Nestor Aquino, magkano ng games mo kay Intuit kay Lift? Please post it here so that naman yung mga viewers natin malaman naman nila how much you're earning on these trades in the international market. Renetado, good morning, Sir Lloyd. GSMI. Joseph Tanael, good morning. Renetado, good morning, Sir Lloyd. GSMI. Thanks, right? GSMI is here. Let me see. GSMI. We're gonna start the discussion at around siguro 9 o'clock. Pag-usapan natin yung topic natin today. So if you're watching the replay of the video, please fast forward to 30 minutes. That's where we're gonna start the discussion. GSMI. Ayan, si GSMI naman 37.70 impression niya ngayon. Right now GSMI is starting to show us sideways trend na. Maganda na ito si GSMI. RSI stabilizing, maakit na nga siya, 'di ba? So, yes, after this strong 2 days ago, may malakas na volume si GSMI. I'd say you can test out the support for GSMI, okay? Ang ganda ng support ni GSMI ngayon. Pwede to. Especially with the volume spikes lately. So yeah, GSMI is starting to show us a good support. Yeah, pwede nyo na pong pasukin to. Sorry if ever hindi ko na share yung chart kaagad. Jay has a question. Si JFC, sir, tignan nga natin for the local markets. Si JFC, kamustahin natin? JFC, so sideways muna si JFC. After the rally, na hit niya yung resistance dito around this area, hindi siya nagtuloy-tuloy. So, nagpapahinga pa si JFC. Right? I can't say bumabuelo siya, wala namang volume. So, JFC, safe trades lang tayo. At the very least, kung gusto niyo pong pumasok kay JFC, meron tayong possible support here. Kung bumalik man niya sa support, then good. Next best entry will be a breakout for JFC. That will be a confirmation na mag-upturn na si JFC. Hi sir, insights kay Amazon po. Thanks. Amazon, tinignan ko to kanina si Amazon kaso medyo mahal na si Amazon. Amazon, right there. So, it's showing us bearish signals right now si Amazon. Yung highs niya naglo-lower. Kaso nga lang, it's still above MA20. So, I cannot recommend this yet. It's very shaky. If you wanna get into Amazon, I would say, pag nag-breakout ito, then that will be a good entry. Unang entry would have been the MA20. Kaso nga lang, hindi nagsusustain eh. So, hopefully, mag-sustain siya. Pero kasi ang presyo ngayon, napakalapit na sa resistance. It's no longer healthy to ano. Dito ko kaya tingnan si Amazon. AMZN. Amazon. Right, so ito. So there's a resistance right here kay Amazon, right? Presyo niya ngayon napakalapit na sa resistance. So it's not worth the risk anymore. Sana dito pa lang nung MA20. At least man lang meron, 'di ba? And now Amazon is showing us bearish signals, mas mababa na yung next highs niya. So really mixed signals. Again, as I mentioned yesterday, parang relasyon lang 'yan. Pag mixed signals ang nakukuha ninyo sa liniligawan ninyo, minsan oo, minsan hindi. Do yourself a favor. Take it as a no. So right now, it's a no for Amazon. Mixed signals siya, right? Though meron siya MA20 bounce, but meron rin mga negative na signals, so don't trade it if hindi kayo sure. Nestor Kino, on eToro Sir Lloyd, what's the impact to the copier if the copy trader add funds? Wala ba impact sa percent gains nakikita na stats niya if he adds funds? Hindi nakikita yung add funds if ever nag-ano ka. Tawag nito, if ever dinadagdagan ka ng funds. Right? So, I want to show you this to you at eToro.com. So, right now, you know my level in copy trading, di ba? Gusto ko may Filipino talaga na magpa-copy trade. Calling out to the gurus there, please magpa-copy trade kayo para mas maraming copy traders, yung mga nagtuturo ng stocks dyan. Hopefully, mag-eToro na rin sila at magpa-copy sila. Kasi para maano naman, marami naman tayo matulungan. Kasi wala pa nga yung talaga eh, konti pa lang ang nagpapa-copy trade talaga na Pinoy. So here, I'm keeping my port transparent to you guys, right? Pinapakita ko talaga ang port ko sa inyo. So if I go to my portfolio, if you see I have 6,600 in my equity, right? If you wanna check the history, may history yan. Yan, may makita kayo diyan. Alright, so may makikita kayo dito na compensation, $500. Diba? Makikita niyo po dyan. So, basically, nadagdagan yung port ko ng $500. This is from eToro's Popular Investor Program. So, meaning, if ever ma-reach niyo po yung level ko of of being a copy trader, which is Rising Star. Kung ma-reach niyo po ang Rising Star level right here, you will have $500 monthly na binibigay ni eToro. Okay? $500 monthly. Okay. Now, yung $500 na monthly na yan, nadadagdag sa port nyo. Dumagdag yung support ko. Pero makita nyo po, wala pong changes yan sa statistics ko. Even if nadagdagan ako ng $500 for January, it did not add or affect my performance. So, if ever mag-add kami ng pera, technically, hindi yan gain. So, hindi yan dinadagdag ni eToro dito. Right? Though, may makikita kayo dyan na your portfolio gained this much if ever nag-add kayo ng funds. It doesn't add up to your performance. Okay? So, that's to answer Nestor Aquino. Ayan. So, I'll write this down. Okay. Meron akong concern kay eToro after that question. Okay. So, Regine Galang, sir, check Tesla for 4 hours. May bearish divergence. Thank you. Right. So, if ever, right, very good question. If ever gusto niyo po si Tesla is short, actually, si Tesla tinitingnan ko na eh. Right? Mas lower na yung highs niya. So, let's check out the 4 hours. May bearish bearish divergence. So here is the bearish divergence for Tesla. Very good find, ha? Galing, ha? So here we have a bearish divergence for Tesla in the 4 hours. Pataas yung resistance niya, but RSI is already going down. So about time, I think Tesla is gonna make a pullback tonight. Okay? Pero day trading strategy na ito, we're looking at 4 hours na chart na. So you trade on the short term lang, ha? Kasi overall trend niya is still on an uptrend, pero sa 4 hours which is short term trading, for short term trading, mukhang babagsak ito, magpo-pullback yan mamaya. So I can recommend, if you can day trade later, you can short sell this for for day trading. Okay? Pwede nyo po i-short ito actually. Sobrang taas na ni. Pero short-term trading lang, hindi yung ginagawa kong position trading. Okay? If ever nagsiswing trade kayo, so this is most probably gonna make a swing, pero maliitan lang yan. You can do leverage if ever, or malakihan nyo yung pera ninyo nilalagay para kumita kayo na malaki on the short swings. Again, short trading lang ito. Hindi ito pang position trade na recommendation. I do position trading kasi, so usually I hold the stocks for longer time. Sa mga short-term trade, this is good find. Good job, Regine. Galang. Right, yan yung ituturo ko sa inyo mamaya. After 5 minutes, we'll talk about trend trading. Nestor Aquino, insights for J&J and Net, please. Right, J&J and Net, please. Right, J&J. Johnson's and Johnson's. Let's go to the 1-day chart. So, si J&J uptrend. Kaso nga lang, bearish na yung nakikita natin. So, as I've been telling you, medyo hinog na international market. Time to reap seeds. Magsisell na yung mga tao na mga yan. So, we're getting bearish signals already for J&J. I don't wanna recommend what do you call this, getting in J&J already. Short selling, wag muna, because you're going against the trend, especially for position trading. Yung position niya overall uptrend. Mamaya na, if may makita tayo na downtrend and then we just position ourselves on the reversal signal, wag natin pangunahan ng market. Yun yung nangyayari sa mga Pinoy, pinapangunahan ng market. More about that later. Rodel Damanico, J&J and Net, please. Meron ding Net request dito. Cloudflare, is it Net? Is this Net or Netflix ang ibig mo sabihin? But for Net right here, sideways trend siya. So sideways trend meaning dito tayo sa support, pumasok, and then benta natin sa resistance. We are very near resistance right now. It does have, actually nag-breakout ito sa previous resistance niya. We have a secondary resistance right here, but this is a good pullback. MA20 bounce for Net. This is a good find. Okay? Yeah, pwede ito use MA20 as your support. Okay? Mukhang uptrend na ito. The high is higher than the previous high, and then we have a higher low already. Good find for Net. It's just that I don't know the fundamentals of Net. Please check it out. You already know how to check the fundamentals of in eToro. Right, tignan niyo po yung fair value and then yung mga sinasabi ng mga tao. Go to research right here. So, research, according to research, okay, si Net, paakyat yung mga analysis niya. So, it's really cheap right now. 18 yung current price niya. Average price is 21. High estimate is 22. Ang late lang ng projection. But still a buy nonetheless. Then read these articles right here. Tignan nyo po ang fundamentals si Net. Bakit nila sinasabi na maganda si Net bilhin until 22 pesos. Okay? Insights kay PIP. Sir, good morning. Huwag nyo na pasukin yan. Mahasal lang kayo yan. Kasi mag-face out na yan sa PSE, si PIP. So, it's gonna be a hassle for you if habulin nyo pa yan. Unless na malaki ang pera ninyo and you wanna do that kay PIP, then you can still earn in it, pero it's not worth the risk anymore. Sir, pare ko po this day, CHP, PCOR, or SSP. We'll cover that in a bit. So, it's 8:58. Ayan, sige. Last line to kay Rodel muna. Let's daanan natin ito. Sir, pare ko for this day. Thanks, CHP, PCOR, and SSP. So, si CHP, tingnan natin kung pwede pa mamili. Laki na ng gain ni CHP kahapon eh. So, huwag na po yung mainggit dyan. Nakalipad na yan. We talked about CHP yesterday na pwede nyo testingin yung support ni CHP yesterday. And then there it is. Lumipad nga si CHP. We talked about this yesterday. And, ayun, So, CHP, 8.81% na siya ngayon. So, malayo na siya sa support. There can be momentum in this still, but as much as possible, we trade at a low risk position. So, try to bargain and try to enter near supports as much as you can. Okay? Nakalipad na sa CHP eh. Dapat kahapon yung best entry niya. I cannot recommend it for today. PCOR SSP. PCOR. Ayan, si PCOR, nag-bounce sa support and there it is, starting to rally again for PCOR. So, congrats sa mga pumasok kay PCOR. Remember, I recommended PCOR here. Lumipad siya, then bumalik sa support. And then there it is, much better support right there, divergence-wise. Diba? Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na bottom picks. Support sideways, RSI is going up. That's a bottom pick right there. So, dapat PCOR kahapon, the past few days is the best entry. So, yeah, it's still okay. Malapit pa rin sa support si PCOR. You can test it out, si PCOR. Use the support as your, use that support ha. Strict cut loss ito si PCOR kasi hindi pang long term yung stock na yan. SSP. Ayan. So lastly, si SSP. Pullbacks pa si SSP. Strong uptrend. So we'll wait for the next bounce kay SSP before we wanna try buying it. Yung aso ko naglalambing. Right. So, Joseph Tanael, shorting na ba into at beyond Sir Lloyd? Let's check it out. Right. It's 9 o'clock already. So, daanan muna natin yung topic natin for today. The topic natin for today is a lesson in day trading. What does the trend is your friend really mean in trading? Okay, this is how you use the term the trend is your friend in trading. In day trading, you look at the short excuse me. You look at short time frames, 'di ba, sa day trading. So, if you're trading gold and oil, ito yung isa sa contents ng webinar na sinishare namin sa inyo for free. If you're trading gold and oil, hindi lang po basta-basta na, for example, this is the 5-minute chart of gold and oil, right? So, 5-minute chart ng gold and oil, meaning ganito, for example, may malakas na bounce dito, si gold. Mukhang magre-reversal na ito kasi may support dito. Papasukin mo kaagad right here. So, kasi yung an ordinary trader, and this is why my mistake noon, right? So, here, I have a support right here. Okay? Sa 5-minute chart, may support na at nagbabounce na siya. Pasukin ko na kaagad ito. Right? So, if pinasok mo yan, you would have still lost money and napakat loss ka. So, an ordinary trader does that. Especially the newbies. Ito yung common mistake of a newbie. Right? Pag may nakita support, pasukin ka agad, support and resistance, lesson ito sa trading. May magandang green. Pasukin ko ito kasi nag-bounce na sa support. Basta-basta mo lang pinapasok ang bounce. Not knowing that the longer view of this trend is a downtrend right there. So, mapapakat loss ka lang. And this is the reason why ang daming traders na mapapakat loss. Just because may makita na support, buy na kaagad. Not looking at the overall trend. But if you look at the overall trend during this point, this is kailan ba ito? Anong date ba itong overall trend na ginawa natin ng sample? Measure, line. Lagyan natin ng line ha. Sorry. Not there. Here. So this was the support that we used as an example. Okay, so tingnan natin ito sa 4-hour chart. So when you look at the 4-hour chart, ang pinasok mo was on a downtrend right here. So the overall trend niya pala is downtrend. And you open a long position. That means long position meaning buying ang ginawa mo kasi akala mo support at aakyat na. Right? So, you are using a buying position. Let me open Paint para mas klaro. So, you are open a buying position, meaning a buying position, pag umakyat, you will gain money. Diba? That's a buying position. So, you opened a buying position on a downtrend. You are going against the trend. And this is why so many traders lose. You do not look at the overall trend before you trade. Okay? During that time, the overall trend was on a downtrend right here. line. So, overall, downtrend pala siya. Pero pumasok ka sa support and you open a long position on a downtrend. That's wrong. You are going against the trend. What the trend is your friend really mean is this one right here. So, let's go back to 5 minutes, but here. So, eto. This is the 4-hour chart of gold and it's running right now. Okay? If titignan nyo po ito, ano po ang trend ni gold? Sideways trend. Okay? Sideways trend ang 4-hour chart niya. Pag ganito ang chart na 4 hours and then sideways, then meaning ang trend ang trade na gagawin lang natin is long positions and short positions on the support and on the resistance, 'di ba? So right now, ang pinakamagandang trades dito is let me create a screenshot. Okay, so ang pinakamagandang trades dito lang is buy here and sell here. Diba? So yung mga nag-short sell dito ngayon are already starting to earn in day trading. Okay? And you know that this is the support already. Pag bumunta na dito ang presyo, only positions you are gonna be opening are buying positions and you should be earning already. So because it's a sideways trend, you only buy here and you only sell here. On the short term chart, kung titignan mo yan, 5 minutes chart, look at this right here. Because nasa resistance na tayo, right? Kung dito ka bumili, look at the short term again. Kung dito ka bumili, you would have earned this, etong climb na ito, etong paakyat na ito. Etong paakyat nito. Dapat kinita mo yan. Right? Right now, when the prices hit the resistance, dapat ang ino-open mo na lang is ang short position. When the resistance was already here, kahit na may MA20 bounce ito dito. Look at this. So kahit na may MA20 bounce na ito dito, 'di ba? Uy, uptrend siya. And that's the support right there. MA20 bounce, yung mga tao bumibili pa dyan. Kung bumili ka dyan, yes, you might have earned all there, pero napakaliit na lang yan. It's not worth the risk because the overall trend is already at the resistance right here. Huwag mo nang titingnan yan dyan kasi dapat at that level, shorting na lang ang ino-open mo. So here, instead of buying here, we wait for it to go up and get a red, start to do a red, and then we only open shorting positions. Never open long positions at this point right here. Okay? Huwag nyo na pong huwag na kayo mag-open dyan kasi nasa resistance na tayo dyan and then you could have earned this. Kahit na ganito, because the overall trend during this point is pababa na yan siya, kahit na gumawa pa ito ng support dito, kahit na may support pa yan dyan, hindi ako mag-open ng buy dyan because I know pababa pa ito. Right? Even if pwede ako magkamali na pwede pa yung umakyat after, but I will not be opening a position here. Why? Because I'm going against the trend. Okay, the trend now in the 4-hour chart is sideways. Look at this right here, sideways and pababa na siya sa support. So now it's on going down na. So even if this will show me a support, I know that the longer term, the 4 hours is going down. I will not be opening a position here. Because if nag-open ako dyan, I will be going against the trend which is going down back to support. And kung nagbumili ako dyan, ayan, naipit lang sana ako at pababa na siya. Okay? So that is what the trend is your friend means. Ito lang, sideways lang ito. But if we look at other positions, for example here, this is a 4-hour chart and you can see that during this point is on an uptrend. If you look at the short-term positions on this level right here, mga shorter positions, you only look for buying positions. Wag kayong mag-shorting on the short term if the longer term is on an uptrend. I hope you understand that. Basically, pag ang longer term is on an uptrend, wala tayong shorting na gagawin. Okay? If the longer term, which is 4 hours, we usually look at the 4 hours when we trade gold and oil. If the longer term is on a downtrend, wala tayong buying position na bibilhin kahit na mag-support pa yan sa short term. Wag kayong gagawa ng ganyan kasi the overall trend is downtrend. Ang hahanapin lang natin is shorting positions. Do not go against the trend. I hope that's clear. There is so much more lessons in the webinar that we give you for free. This is for day trading. And pag sinunod nyo lang itong concept na ito, your trading is gonna be leveling up. Ang next nyo po kailangan matutunan sa day trading sa webinar is the perfect time, saan maganda, anong oras maganda mag-trade sa gold and oil, kasi may oras din po yan. You'll learn that in the webinar. What else? What else do I think you need to learn there? Aside sa oras, leverage. When is the best time to use high leverage? When is the best time to use lower leverage in day trading? So, please do join the webinar. Ang dami na pong kumikita sa day trading ngayon sa commodities because they joined the webinar and they follow the system. Ito yung pinaka-importante sa trading system ninyo. Even in PSE, kung gusto nyo po mag-day trade, sundin nyo lang po ito. Look at the overall trend sa mas higher na time frame. If the let's say if the 1 hour time frame is on an uptrend, then you can look for high positions, long positions. Okay? If ever it's the longer term is on a downtrend, shorting positions lang i-open natin. Okay? Before I go to the comments, I hope that was clear yung lesson natin sa inyo ngayon. Please join the webinar. It's for free. All you need to do is create an eToro account using my link. If ever gumawa na kayo ng account using my link, then send me a message in Financial Freedom 101. I can give you the instructions on how to join the webinar. It's for free. Gumawa lang kayo ng account. Libre lang gumawa ng account. Paano po mag-join ng webinar tuwing kailan po? Yung webinar is recorded naman po siya. So, you can access it anytime. Punta lang kayo sa page ko. Nakapin po yan yung webinar na yan. You just follow the instructions. Good morning, Jampol Sikat. Morning po, sir. Anong tingin yung STI? Tingnan natin yun mamaya. More power to you, sir. Galing naman may live. You're welcome po. Thank you. Alvin Hotolia. Sir, tamang-tama sinabi mo sa bounce ko nasunog ang port. Thank you, sir, sa live. Laking tulong. Alright. Very good. Alvin Hotolia. That's my example right there. Kung may makita na kayong support, huwag kayo basta-basta bumili ng bounce. Okay? Tignan nyo po ang overall trend. Kung ang overall trend niya, downtrend, kahit pa may makita kayong support dyan, huwag nyong bibilhin kasi mas heavy po yan pabagsak, so mas malaki ang chances that it is gonna go down. But if the overall is on an uptrend and may makita kayong support, then definitely buy it kasi mas higher ang chances na aakyat yan. Okay? Never forget to look at the overall trend before you open a trade. If the overall trend is a downtrend, then shorting lang ang hanapin natin. Pag may bearish signal tayo nakita and it's on a downtrend, short sell it. Okay? Pag may bullish kayo nakita na signal like a support, but it's on a downtrend, do not long it. Huwag nyo pong bibilhin yan. Right? Mas malaki ang chances na matatalo kayo dyan. And trading is about probability. As much as possible, we play the probabilities to our favor. So, pag downtrend, only short positions. Kahit na may bounce yan, kahit na may makita kayong support yan, huwag nyo bibilhin kung downtrend siya overall. Yes, sir, I already checked the fundamentals of net, and that's good. Right? Thanks on net. You're welcome. Sir, what is the purpose of looking at lower time frames? Kasi when you're day trading, we're looking at shorter time frames, right? For example, we are looking at shorter time frames here kay gold, right? So shorter time frames kasi when you trade, for example, here, this is the 5-minute chart. We execute usually at the 5-minute chart sa day trading kay gold. So here, for example, very good example is here. When this is the moment when on the 4-hour chart, this is the 4-hour chart, we already hit the resistance right here, diba? There's a resistance on the 4-hour chart. Lesson tayo ulit. Maganda itong lesson ito eh. I really want you to learn this. Right, so let's go to tools, line, horizontal. So here, this is the resistance right here. This is where when gold hit the resistance. Meaning bearish na yung linya na yan, right? Bearish na yan at that area. So only we're gonna be looking for short positions na lang. So on the shorter time frame, that was right here. Okay? So because nasa resistance na, we don't buy anymore. Kahit na may MA20 bounce pa yan dyan, hindi mo nabibilin yan. We're gonna be looking for shorting positions na lang. So, ang shorting position is if mauntog siya on the resistance. So that's right. That right there is a resistance. Look at this right here. We have bearish signals already. Pataas yung presyo, but RSI is still already going down. So we can start to short here, but that's too aggressive. I don't recommend that. But still, you can do that. That's why we look at the shorter time frames, because if ever we measure this, ganito kasi in day trading eh. Maliitan lang ang percentage na tinitingnan natin. Let's go to measure. So from this point to this point is, how much is this? This point to this point, makita niyo po sa baba, this is 0.41%. Can I click this? Right. So makita niyo po dyan, no. Sa lower, hindi ko ma-measure eh. Sa lower left ng screen, it's negative 0.42 lang. Right? Negative 0.42%. Negative 0.42% is very small. If ever naglagay ka ng $100, negative 0.42% is just 42 cents. Right? Sa day trading. That's the 5-minute chart movement. Because napakaliit lang ng galaw na yan, that's why we do leverage. Right? Pag ni-leverage mo ito, since the trend is slow moving ito, sideways trend, so mabagal ang galaw ng positions, we do higher leverage pag ganito, right? Since low volatility levels ito, kasi sideways trend lang naman, walang rally, we do high leverage. So if ever yung 0.42 na yon, nag-leverage ka ng times 10, for example, napakalit lang ng times 10, we usually do times 20. Kung let's just say times 10, yung 0.42 naging 4.2% yung kita mo if you use leverage, right? We use lower time frames because we take advantage of the 0.42% na bagsak, right? If you're day trading, even if napakaliit lang ng galaw, sa 5-minute chart, 0.42 lang ginalaw niya, that's already very good. Because if ever ganito, what I usually say, what we teach here is, if it's on a period of low volatility, meaning mabagal ang galaw niya kasi sideways ang trend niya, maliit lang ang kita dyan. So 0.42, period of low volatility, that is where we use higher leverage. So if ever nag times 50 leverage ka dito, kasi I will recommend times 50 here kasi alam natin support and resistance, very high chances na manalo tayo doon. If nag times 50 ka noon, yung 0.42 gains mo would have been 20%. Okay? That's the reason why we look at small time frames, because we take advantage of the tiny movement. And then we do leverage it. So, meaning yung 0.42, kung nag-times 50 leverage ka, times 20% yung kinita mo sa linagay mong pera instead. Okay? That's why we look at that small time frames, kasi we take advantage of the small movements. Okay? I hope that is clear. I hope that's clear. Okay? Kanino nga bang question yun? Annie Lin. Sir, what's the purpose of looking at lower time frames? That is for day trading. Kasi sa day trading, maliita na galaw, we take advantage of. And then we just use leverage para mas malaki ang kita natin. Okay, so Chico Siervo, hi sir. Hulog ka talaga ng langit. Sakto po ang topic today kasi medyo losses ako kahapon kasi ang dami kong pinilit na trade sa gold kahapon. Hirap talaga mag-trade pag sideways. Pag sideways po, you just wait for it at support and wait for it at the resistance. Pag nasa gitna po yan, huwag nyo pong ito-trade. Mahirap po yan, right? Yun po, that's one of the lessons that we have in the webinar. Again, just join the seminar. Ang dami nyo matutunan dyan. Pati oras ng trading, that's very important kasi we look for the volume, and may oras yun yung volume ng trading ng gold and oil. Tsaka when to use the leverage. Those two are the most important points then, aside from this trend. Joseph Tanel, regarding sa topic Sir Lloyd at turo ng USRB dati, yung setup din ng PC, importante din sa trading. Mas maganda kung may mag-dual monitor, multi-charting, kasi yung iba trading cellphone lang gamit. Yes, totoo. If you wanna do trade trading, equip yourself with the right tools. Dual monitor is best. If isa lang, okay lang naman, pero mas mahirap po yan. Sir, ano ulit ang time ng market para sa international? Gusto ko sana i-utilize virtual monitor for practice bagong sariling trade. Thanks. US markets open at 10:30 in the evening dito sa Pilipinas. So, 10:30 ng gabi. Sir, okay pa ba pasukin ang lift and into? Sa next pullbacks na lang, kakapasok lang kasi medyo umangat na kasi siya. So, it's really hard to enter right now. Antayin nyo lang next ang pullback before you enter. Okay, copy, sir. Thanks much. God bless from IME. Alright, so, I hope that was clear. May natutunan kayo sa lesson natin for today. That's for day trading. More lessons in the webinar recordings. That is for free. Again, create an eToro account using my link. And then, kung gusto nyo po mag-trade on your own, you can. Kasi sayang din po yung promotion na binibigay natin kay eToro right now. It's until February 5. If you fund your account, if you create the account using my link and fund it until February 5, you can get $50 po. Right? So make sure you click my link before creating an account. Andyan po yung link sa video description. Use that. And then, we're also giving away 2 eToro power banks for those who will qualify. Lucky winners na nag-qualify sa promotion natin. So magdo-draw po ako niyan. Hingin ko po ang lista ng mga sa mga nag-qualify. Right, Master Kino, hi Sir Lloyd, di ko ma-paste ang captured profit sa requested. Type ko na lang 10 times leverage on Intuit. You are already up 63.6%. Amazing. 63.6% for your trade, $31. And lift naman 8%. Yan. So, nagta-times 10 leverage ka sa mga positions. Good job. Right. Ang galing, Nestor. How about Mac po? Alright. So, let's go now to the requests. Last ko nabasa na request. Tapos na yung topic natin. Hope you learned a lot. I'm gonna go back now to sa mga charting requests. Right. Marimsh. Ayan. Pa-check po international market. CTXS and PTC. Salamat. Right. Let's go back to one-day charts. CTXS. Right. Citrix System Incorporated. Wow. Bullish. Grabe. Right. So, this is good. Kaso nga lang, masyadong mataas na. Just wait for the pullback. Magpo-pullback to for sure. Pullback and then bounce before you wanna go back. You wanna get an entry point for CTXS. Right? Good find. Right? Abangan nyo lang po ang pullback niyan and bounce before you wanna get in. And PTC, I'm gonna add this to my watch list, okay? CTXS, CTXS para mapanood natin kung mayroon tayong buy positions ko. So, I do watch list. Tinitingnan ko yung watch list ko. Iniisa-isa ko po yan. Right? Congratulations sa mga may CTXS. Galing nun ah. Then, next naman from CTXS, mayroong request for gold CTXS. PTC. Right? PTC Incorporated. Gap up din. Breakout. Right? So, maraming naipit dito ah. Naghabol dito sa taas oh. And then, bumagsak ulit. So, konting ingat dyan. Right? This is on a bullish move right now. Definitely on an uptrend. So, we look for buy positions. Wait for the pullback and bounce. And then, sa bounce niyan, that will be our buy positions. Alvin Nutalia, sir, tamang-tama, sinabi mo, bounce na sunog ang port. Yes, sir, live. Laking tulong. Nabasa na natin yan. Sir, anong tingin nyo kay STI? PSE naman tayo. STI. Right, STI. Uy, malapit na pala sa support to si STI. Oh. This is the lowest level of STI and it starts to rally there. Kakahit lang natin sa support na yan. Right? Support levels for STI. Overall trend, downtrend. RSI starting to go up. Okay? If mag-breakout ito si STI, mas magandang position yan. It's a better confirmation for STI. Pag nag-breakout yan, then that will be a good entry point for STI. Jampol, Sikat, good morning. Paano pa mag-join ng webinar? Okay po. Alright, Nestor Kino, nabasa na natin to. Sir, okay ba papasukin si left and into? Medyo mataas na. Sir, ano ulit time ng market? Alright. Regarding sa topic, Sir Lloyd, at turo ni Miss RB, ayun. Sir, downtrend na po ba ang Palladium? Palladium created a very strong trend the past few days. And hindi pa siya downtrend. Actually, kakasimula medyo bearish na yung signal niya. So, meaning, nahihirapan na itong pag-akyat. Sobrang lakas na rin kasi ng pag-akyat di ba? Let's try to measure this. Palladium, measure from the support to here, this is already 31%. So, sobrang taas na ng akyat na yan. So, about time na mo pull back ito. I can't say if magre-reversal na ito. Do not go against the trend. Overall trend niya is an uptrend. So, wag muna tayo mag-aggressive. If ever it shows us a reversal signal like a head and shoulder pattern instead, then that would be a good sign na pwede na natin siya i-short. Wag muna. Chico Shervo, sir, hulog ka ng langit. Hulog ka ng langit. Sakto po ang topic today. Medyo losses kahapon kasi ang dami kong pinilit na trade sa gold kahapon. Hirap talaga mag-trade pag sideways. Yan, pag sideways, mahirap i-trade. Abangan nyo lang po sa support and resistance. Sir Lloyd, how about MAC po? MAC. Alright, let's check out MAC. Macro Asia. Macro Asia Corporation. Ayun, ito yung sinabi ko kanina kahapon Si MAC may support dito. Right? It has a bounce here and then there's a bounce there. This would be a good entry point for MAC, especially on the short term. Meron tayong possible divergence kahapon. I talked about this. Pwede nyo pong testingin sa MAC sa support. And yeah, bounce as the support. We have a divergence right here. Double bottom support. You can test it out. Strictly cut loss below that support. Okay? That's for MAC. Medyo nakalipad na siya kahapon, but definitely this is a good entry for MAC. If ever gusto niyo pong further confirmation, if mag-confirm pa yan ng support or it does a pullback and bounce, that's the best entry point for MAC. Kahapon was the best entry for MAC kasi medyo nakalipad na siya kahapon. Sir, about JFC from Jampol Sikat, we covered JFC earlier para sa mga kakapasok lang. JFC is on a sideways trend. Nasa gitna tayo ng JFC. Best if you wait for if you're trading JFC, you just wait for the breakout or for it to go back down to the major support kay JFC. Or, kung gusto nyo po mag-test buy na dito, we have a possible support here for JFC. You can do that. But if you're a trader, antayin nyo lang po ang breakout or bumalik sa support, mas maganda po yun. Mas malaki ang winning percentage mo. Right? So, ayun. We're able to answer all the questions. Right, guys, if you have any requests, just post it in the comments. Right? Para maging topic natin next week. I just find that this was a good topic for today kasi hindi ka naintindihan ng mga tao yung the trend is your friend concept talaga in trading. You can take advantage of it if you use it properly, right? So I really want you to join the webinar. It's for free. All you need to do is create an eToro account using my link. Okay na po yan, and then you can join the webinar. You're gonna learn a lot if you wanna make day trading your career or sideline man lang for the meantime, right? Ito po ang tamang step to go into day trading is while you're working, sa gabi, mag-try na po kayo mag-day trade until na your day trading is already fruitful, successful, and then mas malaki na kinikita nyo sa day trading, you can stop your job after. But dahan-dahan lang. Starts with learning. Right now, I want you to practice trading. Trade not to earn. Please, if kakasimula nyo pa lang, do not focus on earnings. You have to trade now so that you will learn. As much as possible, focus on learning for now. And earnings will just follow, I tell you. Okay. Sir LTG po, last lang, from Melinda. LTG po, tingnan natin. LTG. Si LTG, mukhang nagbo-bottom out na si LTG, Right, we have a solid support here for LTG. Divergence, we are seeing divergence, and we have a volume spike for LTG today, right? That's not LTG, very low risk right now. Major supports, and then we have divergence levels. We have volume backing it up. Why not? Right? That's out LTG for today. Nestor Aquino, another great and productive day. Thanks. Happy weekend, Sir Lloyd and followers. Be rich together. Yes, let's get rich together po. Reminders, eToro until February 5 po yung promotion. So, if you wanna join us in trading the international market, you can join the webinars also. If you create the eToro account, just create an eToro account. Please use my link. Make sure you click my link before creating an account. And laking tulong na rin po yan sa Financial Freedom 101 so that we can continue this program and continue to teach more Filipinos on how to trade and how to be rich. Right? That's it for today. And as always, let's get rich together. Enjoy your weekend. Bye, everyone.